Hi, my name's Tony and I'm from the Sup Company and I'm here to tell you a little bit more about the all-new Fanatic 2021 10.4 Pocket Air Edition. So here it is for 2021, the Fanatic 10.4 Fly Air Pocket. And the reason for the grin on my face is, well, this board's something special. Fanatic first off do something, great in that they build very, very good, very effective inflatable paddleboards in a number of shapes and styles. What they then do is they take those proven, well-worked shapes and they offer them in a number of constructions. Last year in 2020, that was just really two constructions. That was the pure and then the premium, really to hit two different price points and two ends of the market. But they introduced the Pocket Edition. And the Pocket Edition doesn't come just in 10.4, it comes in an 11.6 Touring as well, which we've done another video on, so take a look at that just up here. But this board really is something that started the whole movement, really. It is exceptionally lightweight, firstly, but it's the size that it packs down to, hence the name Pocket. And to give you some idea of what that is it. That's everything in the backpack. The nice thing is the backpack is very, very slim. It's really easy to store. It's roughly, albeit the same height as most other rolled boards when they're away from Fanatic. It's its width. It's nigh on half the width of any other board in their range. So if you're looking to store, say, a standard paddleboard from Fanatic, whether that be their premium or their pure board in construction, in a Pocket, you can effectively put two boards in the same space. And it's just brilliant because they're really, really lightweight, great value as well, and they just work exceptionally well. Let's run you through though from the nose down to the tail as we do in all of our videos. Now, being a Fly Air 10.4 is exactly the same shape as a pure and also the premium construction. And what makes those boards so good really is that they achieve their width very, very early on. And that makes them exceptionally stable underfoot. So this board at 10.4 overall, 33 inches wide, 5.5 inches thick with 284 litres of volume, it works as an all-rounder for an awful lot of people, a very broad range of paddlers that want a board that paddles very well in flat water, but also will work and perform in some small waves, and for really a range of paddlers from around 50 kilos up to around 105 kilos. So it covers off a lot. And as a result, it proves to be an exceptionally popular shape, regardless of the construction that Fanatic offer it in. The nice thing on this is the graphics, the colorways are very different. It's similar in some aspects to the premium range, but really it's the overall weight of this board and just how light it is, and I'll show you, it's around 8 kilos. Now the reason why it's dropped away from the camera is that the handle in the center is slightly offset, and I'll explain that in just a moment. But what I really like about Fanatic is their eye and attention for detail. They really have a great design in terms of their colorways and so on. So for example, the bungee is tied into the rail in terms of how that works, in terms of colorways. There's a great printed design across the deck of the board. We know what board we're on in terms of the branding on it. We've got the Fanatic F, the logo there on the front of the board, so it reminds everyone that we are on a quality product. But the deck pad, they've actually reduced the size of their deck pad area. One, because it cuts away a little bit of the weight, but also it makes the board easy to pack away and fold as well. Now the reason for the center fold is also the board can actually be folded as a sandwich and made to go even smaller. We wouldn't suggest doing that for over a long period of time, storing the board in that way, but it does give you an option if you really want to go and pack it in, say, a secondary bag, like a backpack. If you're away somewhere else, you've got to take some other kit with you, that's an option also. The bag though, the handle row rather, in the center, slightly offset, and that's a good thing in some respects, because we find that paddlers that are slightly more petite, it does give you a short side with which to lift the board on, so it's going to reduce the reach. Me being 5'11", slightly easier to kind of tuck it under my arm, but my good lady at home, she's slightly shorter than myself, so it's much more comfortable for her to carry on the short side. As you work your way back down though, we've got those graphics to run all the way down to the tail. Nice valve system there, D-ring for the leash, and just a very simple, clean aesthetic overall. If we roll the board though up onto its rail, really easy and light. Nice D-ring on the nose as we have on all of the Fanatic inflatables in 2021. Very clean and clear graphics that run all the way back down to the twin fin box. And the reason for the twins on this board are simply that it allows you to fold the board in the center. It keeps it very compact and much smaller to pack away when in the bag and achieve that very small storage size. The nice thing that Fanatic have done with the twin fins though is that they're towed into the center line on the board, and then in towing them into the center line they're basically opposing one another and driving the board forwards. As a result, tracking on what are relatively small fins works brilliantly. On flat water I would say this tracks better than either the Pure Edition or the Premium that are on a standard center fin box with a longer fin. But it's really those two opposing forces there that lead to that. Overall, if you are strapped for space and if you want a board at a great price, very lightweight, very manageable, then the Pocket Edition boards from Fanatic, whether that be the 10.4 or the 11.6, are well worth a look. If it is the 11.6 that's of interest because you do want more of a touring shape that's going to be slightly more rewarding and offer more glide over flat water conditions, for example, then do take a look at our video on that. But the 10.4 as an all-rounder is a fantastic bit of kit. Thanks for watching our video. If you've got any questions about what you've seen, why not give us a call in the shop or head over to thesupco.com. If you want to stay up to date with all of our videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell. But for our next video, well, take a look up here.